Hello everybody, how are you going? And welcome back to Bloons Tower Defence 6, where I just want to be checking what does the community maps have on offer for us today. And so if I go a little bit of trending and just find the first one like usual that piques my interest. Well then, this one certainly just piqued my interest right off the get-go, and I did not know that the tracks were going to be going all over the place like that, but you gotta give it. The design of this is pretty darn nice. I don't believe there was anything special, and I just set it to medium, as I like to enjoy these things nonetheless. And so I guess we've got plenty of options, plenty of water, plenty of land. I mean, there is also a lot of foliage that I can't remove anything, as I don't think that's really a feature that we've been given, but nonetheless I'm thinking that a sort of there, or she just doesn't have the range, so maybe, yeah, I'll just go a druid right about there. Lovely jubbly. Well, I was about to say it's a little bit too easy for the druid, as it creamed round 1 and I thought round 2, but now round 3 is also starting to just sneak through, and that's alright, as I've saved up a little bit of money so I can get a bit of thorn swarm, hard thorns. I wouldn't mind druid reach, but of course it isn't going to be the way to go long term, and now I am just starting to eat into my lives, and so I would like to just make sure that they don't go too much more. I mean, it's kind of missing the middle path. I don't know, maybe do I need another one, or it's just not really able to see all directions at all times. So you know what, sorta to the rescue in hopefully the end of this round. Oh come on, by three more balloons. I mean, I guess that's my fault because I didn't pop them and I could have afforded the druid a little bit earlier, but 3 balloons. Anyway, I'll put it down here as close to the end as possible, and that should be fine. There we go. Now I can afford to just be creaming through all of these, as the middle path won't be getting as far. One of the major questions that I always have to be asking with these community maps is, which path did they choose to send the big balloons down? It's like we said, it's on medium, so it's not just going to be skipping straight past the Moai, but it is going to be dealing with the BFB, and in that case, it's going to be the center. Is it going to throw a bit of a curveball literally in there just with one of the side paths, because that means I can either stack the right side or stack the left side. I mean, I guess right now I can stack just Heart of Thunder on top of this guy, and then that kind of fixes all my problems. But I still want to know, which one do I really need to be going, because even the yellows are starting to sneak through. Druid of the Jungle, there we go. Now I can really just sit back and relax and just wonder, what do I want to be getting next, as I don't really have the money for it, but I can just start to ponder. I could get a ninja, I could get a sworder, I could get a glue gunner, I could get a sniper, whatever I want, I can get it. Maybe even just do, a buccaneer at the front with a little bit of cannon ship monkey pirates. Ooh, that's tempting. That is very, very tempting. And I can put it in the corner here and I can see all 3 paths. It's perfect. There we go. Bit of grape shot, hot shot, cannon ship coming right up. I guess considering that no one else can see it right about now, I might as well go ahead and get Crow's Nest. I mean, it's a little bit disappointing because I would love that faster shooting, but now that I've got all bases covered between leads, pinks and everything, there's nothing to worry about that, and the cannon ship just on camo patrol, it should be fine. All the way up to 1800, and so cannon ship it is. Right in time as well, as all of those camos are attempting to come out and just getting blasted straight back where they came from. I might almost be able to afford to put another buccaneer down the other end, just so if anything comes out of the left path, I'm not getting or letting them go too far and just chucking on the buccaneer right at the end. And then as I'm seeing more come out right this second, I think I will. I would love to put it over that flower, but I guess just sneaking it so we can see all 3 paths is going to be best. There we, come on, let me in, there we go. Oh, and just in the time between me tossing up between getting monkey pirates and also upgrading the second guy, a couple more camo balloons just snuck through, so I definitely need it, so I'll grab that while I can. And then do I just go top path perhaps, just for something a little bit different? I mean, I do love grape shot, hot shot though. But oh my goodness, let me just take that out. Holy moly, that took me by surprise. Luckily, I got my monkey pirates on patrol, as I wouldn't have been ready for that if I'd got the buccaneer upgrade over on the left here. But either way, I still don't know what I want to be doing with that guy. A destroyer? Honestly, probably just another monkey pirates, as they are just so good. However, as much as I am just creaming through all of these rounds, I've got my 2 druids and my 2 buccaneers just on patrol. I don't feel very safe with what I've got going on here, so I just need a second to myself to figure out what I want to be doing. I mean, I do have some purple balloons attempting to squeak through, which never makes sense because it's hot shots, and hot shots isn't magic, it's just fire and heat and just burning death. You know what, I think I'm just going to go back to one of my absolute favorites, as proved by my XP of way more than virtually every other person here, and get the sniper monkey. I'll go a bit of shrapnel shot, full metal jacket, strong, just at least it gives me a lot more camo detection and a lot more camo taking out ability for deadly precision, especially if I have a bundle of ceramics coming out. At least it's not all on the buccaneers, because that's what I'm really afraid of. Oh, I was just too busy putting down my second sniper monkey that I did miss. Oh, actually that came out 2 separate paths, but I missed my ability on the first Moab and I got broken down before I could get it off. And then the second one, obviously I was fine with, but the first one did take out, I guess somehow not that many lives. I don't know how that worked, because there was a lot of balloons sneaking through, but that's why I want my second, or I guess I could just get main Moab. You know what, I'll do that instead. But I'm also going to get my second guy here. Oh, that's not what I wanted, but I guess it'll do. But look, I just couldn't help myself. I just had to go ahead and get a never miss targeting monkey ace, because it's just so good. I mean, to save up another 15,000 in 2 rounds is probably going to be a little bit of a tall order, but it's fine. It in its own right will do just fine, and as well as also having everyone else, it can flip around just like we saw, go from path to path, and in a couple of rounds time when this BFB comes out and the monkey pirates take it all out, will be sweet. And so here we go, round 60 is finally upon us. Do I let it get taken out? Or I guess actually I don't want to get taken out, because that will be more. And so there it goes, all the way across. Victory is mine. Overall, not too shabby. Monkey Star being the monkey pirate. I can only imagine this guy, yep, and that's probably just because that final one, even though he was in nice and early, it was a decent team. Oh, well, how could I resist? Look at this guy. Wake up, we're in Australia. Upside down, a little bit of medium because it is Australia. It's not easy, it's not hard, but let's just see what this is. I feel like I just have to, I don't know, sit upside down or something, or I guess I should just be looking at this normally. This looks like it's completely fine to me. I don't know what you're talking about, but let's just see. Where can I even be placing anything? There is plenty of room, at least. I don't really know what the townhouses are, but yeah. I guess nice and straightforward. Straight across, is that literally it? Or is it just going to come across the train tracks and then across here? Either way, let's just put sorta right there and that should be fine. Well, as expected, especially when you can actually put sorta in a decent position, she's absolutely creaming every single person that comes through here, and that is exactly what you want, considering you can just sit back and relax and just wonder what you want to be getting next. I mean, maybe I could get a banana farm to be attempting to fight off the cost of living crisis, especially in this country, or maybe I want to get some naval defense. As being an island, you're going to want a decent amount of that. Plenty of options with 2.5 grand. And 15 rounds down, almost. So what do I want to be getting? Oh, just a couple of balloons just starting to sneak through. So I definitely want to give her a little bit of help. But what would the Australian government be investing in? Would it be investing in poppies? Would it be investing in water? Would it be investing in purple, gold, anything like that? I can't invest in my banana farm as much as I'd want to, but you know what? I think the Druid of the jungle is just going to be what's coming up right about now. There we go, a little bit of hard thorns to make sure that everybody knows that we are in business, and I guess I could also get Heart of Thunder, as it would probably just chase this rainbow serpent path all the way back upstream. And so you know what, I will do it, and now I feel very, very confident in getting my banana farm to truly stave off this cost of living crisis, and I've got plenty of room to do it. With all this land, I can just chuck it, I guess, right about there. Or is there going to be a better spot or a worse spot to be putting them? Why are you being annoying? But if I can put them around, yeah, that'll be fine. But look, now coming up towards round 40, how do I want to be playing this? Obviously, sorta has still got those cameras on lock, and I haven't lost any of my real lives besides the couple that I lost to my mana shield in the start. I could continue to get more banana farms, but I don't think I can afford to do that right this second. And so I could, again, look at getting another buccaneer or a sub, as that's just so cheating in a way. You can just dump them down. And like I said, Australia does need to be improving its naval defenses if we're going to be a true island like this. And so maybe I'll just stuff it at the back here, go all the way up to, yeah, monkey pirates, a little bit of crow's nest in 100 points now. Here we go. Let me just grab all of that and done. Here we go. Just send this guy out and just wait and then just watch it go all the way across. And it's that easy. Oh, but hello there, Mr. Balloons, just charging through, attempting to give me a little bit of a run for my money as we approach round 50. All right, then, well, I've got the abilities at my disposal, so that's fine, and I'm raking it in, but those ceramics are going to have to be dealt with, and I think there's only one way to deal with them, and that's to take to the skies, and they cannot be not seen. So just like last time, that is another very quick and easy monkey ace with never miss targeting, and in $6,000 time, I will just be grabbing I guess Spectre just to be helping out all my needs. Maybe I can make, what, a couple grand this round and almost afford it? That would be fantastic, just to be able to help with this guy. Come on, get you out of there before, yes, they get too far, but now I have to deal with the camos. And that's the other thing that I was a little bit worried about. So we're just going to get Radar Scanner to hopefully help some more people out. There we go. It was a bit of a dent into the old budget, but it'll be fine. It'll keep me alive, and that's what we need. I am just starting to feel the pressure about how short this track truly is. I guess it's only got a little bit of a curve to it. It's not even like they go across the track, as I just had a couple of mobs come across and get, I guess, to all the way to the Druid before I was able to get my abilities stuck into them. I mean, once I can finally get my Spectre, it will be a very, very different story. And I guess speaking of, I might as well grab it as these guys are coming out to make sure that they don't go too far. Oh, look at that. As soon as you get a little bit of a difference, it makes a huge difference. So just like this, we're on to round 60. And honestly, I'm just going to suck that down with the Monkey Pirates instead of letting the Spectre have all the fun right there. And so the Monkey Star, even though it was in for a couple of seconds, did manage to be the Monkey Ace. It truly does say a lot when I suck down an entire BFB using Monkey Pirates. What can I say besides I could not help myself? Out of all the tracks that just looked fantastic, this one just raised the bar once again. You know, we've seen Interstellar looked fantastic, but Inception is insane. I don't even know how do you plan something like this in your brain and in your mind and then actually execute it? Regardless, let's just start off and see. Oh, the entire thing is so warped. It feels like Sorta is way too big. But where can I place things? I've got water out here, that's good. I've got plenty of room, and I feel like Sorta right about there makes sense. Is that crazy? Should I just go a Druid again? You know what? Nah, Sorta right on the edge there will be best. That'll just be that, and let's just see where are all of these guys going to be coming from. And sadly she does miss it. All right, well, but let me just, I guess, put a Druid down then. Or what else do I want? I've got other options. I might as well use them. A Wizard, a Alchemist, a Ninja, a Boomerang. You know what? A little bit of a Boomerang, just because this entire map curves around the brain. Oh, but that is a nice bonus, even just the way that they are all lining up for the Boomerang with the right-handed throw, just coming round and round and round. Perfect. Like I said, just curving in every department. I'm just trying to think now who is actually going to be the best suit for this entire track, is just having that pinch point surely just calls on the ice and the tack just to go crazy, as well as maybe some mortar action. I mean, I don't think that anyone can really reach. The Buccaneer might be able to reach with a lot of extra kind of range extension, but I just don't think it's really going to be in there. And so the sub could come into play. The Alchemist could come into play. Of course, the Druid, if it just slapped one of its vines right in the center, would be lovely. But really, I'm just coming back to this tack ice combo, as I know how good it can be, and I haven't used it in quite some time. So let me just do a little bit of ice tack action. I guess actually something like the Sniper Monkey would have an absolute field day on this track, because there is nowhere that they can hide. It can just hit everything at all times. And I guess the Bouncing Bullet may actually be able to do a whole boatload of bouncing in there, especially if they're clumping up like that. But actually, I know someone better, and that is in the form of the Druid. Would something like a little bit of Glaive Ricochet make sense here? I mean, I guess actually also a Wall of Fire in the middle there, or Dragon's Breath obviously is also fantastic, but just even the Wall of Fire and being able to put it somewhere, but more so just the Wall of Fire right in the center would be so tip top, because it should be able to burn everything. And so as much as I wouldn't mind another Druid, or even a bit of Glaive Ricochet, maybe I do just venture out into a Wizard. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll go Fireball and Dragon's Breath when I can. Intense Magic. Ooh, actually Camo. That would be so good. There we go. That's who I've been missing all this time. And then I can still get Glaive Ricochet and have a whale of a time. So hopefully this is all right. Let me just use this nice and early just to do some serious damage. And then hopefully everyone can just take it out. Come on. Yes. The ice shards coming in clutch again. Well, look, I'm sure that some people have some pretty good ideas about how to just be beating this entire thing. Maybe you just have to be implanting the idea in the person being the balloon's head in the first place. But I think so far that is a pretty healthy looking funnel that I've got going on here. I'm just now dealing with the ceramics and all the, I guess, camos, but it's looking much better. I wouldn't mind then getting another Wizard and another Druid. Sadly, they won't be a nice mirror of one another, but it can be nice and symmetrical overall, power-wise, side to side. So I'll go Heart of Thunder, all the way up to Druid of the Jungle, and then of course, just once again, another wall of fire will be so fantastic to have. Look at that, with the lightning going crazy, with the glaives going crazy, with the vines going crazy. Not much is getting through anymore at all, and that is just around 49, going from before where I was kind of clutching at straws for a while there with the cameras and everything to now nearly 6 grand, and I don't know what to do with it. As I was thinking of getting more towers, but actually I'm thinking of just maybe getting some Dragon's Breath and just absolutely making a true wall of fire. More glaives would also be pretty darn nice. So you know what? Dragon's Breath and more glaives coming right up. Oh, actually, please take that out. Man, that got pretty darn far. Luckily, I had the druids just to be cleaning me up at the end there. That was pretty insane how much power they had. And so for the BFB, what do I want to be doing? You know what? Sniper spree is what it's going to be. So just like that, a little bit of Maim Moab just to help me out. Of course, this guy's a little bit lackluster as well, and I could get Bouncing Bullet, but I don't really think I need it when I can stall them just like that. It is that easy, and if they get stalled in the middle with a bit of shrapnel shot, it's going to be over for them pretty darn fast. Well then, I don't have a Buccaneer to be saving me now, but I don't think I'm too worried about the entire thing, considering I've got the Sniper, I've got the Tax, I've got Sorter, and I've got her ability and everyone else just to be bringing up the rear. And so I'll play it nice, and I could play it slow, but there's no need, as it's going to be slow enough as is, as those two snipers just wail on it up until now where it breaks down. I can use Sorter's ability just to make it nice and easy, and I didn't even get it off in time. She couldn't see it, and that truly was incredibly easy. But still, once again, round of applause to everyone in their map making ability, as people are so creative, but I'm also so impressed at their ability to execute their creativity. That is truly the mark of an artist.